Ah! God damn it! I always have trouble getting blood stains out of my clothes. Is there anything I can do? Introducing Bloodwash, a detergent fit for cleaning those tough, soaked-in stains. No longer will you have to worry about covering up for those messes. Murder. No more alibis. Death. No more being questioned by the cops. Have the freedom to enjoy what you do. Kill. Bloodwash. Now with an all-new ingredient, lie. Welcome, horrors, to the whorehouse. I came across this horror game called Bloodwash, thinking it was just another cheap jump scare game, and oh boy, was I wrong. When I say that this game is disturbing, I feel like that's an understatement. So let's talk about Bloodwash and what makes the story of this game so unsettling to where you'll want to have a shower just to wash it all off. You play as Sara, a college student who lives with her alcoholic boyfriend, Liam. The style is that kind of found footage VHS look, and I really like those style of games because it kind of makes the game feel a little bit more dingy, which plays really well into the horror of this game. We come home after a long day at college to see that our apartment is just a pigsty. Beer cans everywhere, pizza, clothes are strewn all over the place. Sara lets us know what kind of day she had.
What a day.
Whoa.
Professor Watt was his usual miserable self, and that test was a killer. Hopefully I can just relax, and of course, Liam didn't do the laundry or clean.
And because our boyfriend Liam is a lazy piece of crap, we have to do a load of laundry. This place is absolutely disgusting, and this comes from a guy who fingers buttholes for a living. That's a little bit too much information, Doctor. Ugh. We just spent all day at college, and our low-life boyfriend couldn't even do something as simple as clean. There are other red flags in this game that shows you that the relationship between Lisa and her boyfriend is not good. I'm honestly too mad to talk to Liam right now. What happened? Let him get over his hangover by himself. You're trash, Liam. How dare you get drunk without me? If only we weren't pregnant and craving peanut butter and pickle sandwiches, it would probably be easier to leave this dude. We gather our clothes up and make our way down to the basement where the washer and dryer are. On our way, we see what kind of place this is. The paint on the wall is peeling and chipping. Graffiti is just spray painted everywhere. And there's like some sort of sludge running down the walls. Could be leaks in the foundation, or it could be poo water. Very reminiscent of Detroit in the 1990s. We enter the basement and a low ambient sound hits us. I'm scared. Almost like somebody is breathing heavily, as if basements weren't creepy enough. And because of this ambient sound, we kind of feel like we're being watched here. Real quick, you'll notice that the game's audio is very crisp to the ears and slightly haunting. We find the washer and dryer ready to do our load when we see it. What out of order? What am I going to do now? I should probably go back upstairs and figure something out. What the shit? But then we hear something coming from the closet. This closet? Do I have to check it? It's gonna be a jump scare, right? There's nipples! I knew it! Holy shit, that was loud. God damn it, Hobo Joe. We are hit with our first jump scare.
God damn, girl, you scared the bejesus out of me.
Bitch, you scared me. Now, there is an ongoing trend in these types of games, followed by Puppet Combo, where the jump scares are ear-piercing. And it doesn't matter how low your volume is set to your headphones, it'll still work its way through the headphones and make your goddamn ears bleed. And this game does that a few times. But surprisingly, it doesn't overuse the jump scares. It seems to use them at the right moment. Though I think my ears are still ringing from that jump scare. There's nipples! And the question arises, what the heck is Hobo Joe doing in the closet? We find out that he was kicked out of his house by his old lady, and that he was just chilling in the closet till she kind of settles down.
The missus kicked me out and it's too cold outside, so I'm trying to wait her out down here. I really didn't mean to creep on you. Honest.
Aw, you can come live with me. With our pants now brown, we head back upstairs to figure out what we can do with this laundry. We run into Stan, who is our neighbor, and he is just the sweetest guy ever.
It's a tough world these days. Liam been treating you well?
No.
When he isn't drunk, yeah.
You'll tell me if it gets bad. Yeah?
Asking if our boyfriend is treating us well, seeming to be a bit concerned. And again, the voice acting in this game is very well done. I honestly was not expecting the voice acting to be of such quality. Of course, Stan thinks that we're a bit crazy, you know, doing laundry at this time of night, and gives us a little helping hand, lets us know that there's a laundromat that's open 24/7 just on the edge of town, as well as that there's a maniac that's killing people out there. Don't look at me! I get paid for it. So technically, it's not murder.
Shut up!
But don't worry, we're a big girl. Stan is such a likable character in this game, and probably the only likable guy in this game. The game does a really good job at depicting the world through the eyes of a girl. Well, a pregnant girl. Many characters towards you are pretty sleazy, very forward and gross, and never really holding back the language. So we get our address and we head outside to wait for the bus. Fog is rolling in. There's a spark of feeling uneasy as we stand here alone. It seems like it's a creepy night out. Hopefully nothing but... A car slows down and comes to a stop as we're waiting here. That feeling of being watched is imminent. So to feel safer while we wait, we run down a back alley because, hey, that seems safer than waiting out on the street. And we meet a homeless teacher.
Oh, a college girl, huh?
Oh, hey, keep it in your panties.
What are you studying?
I'm pursuing a career in education at the moment.
Nice. That's what I got my bachelor's in.
Boy, the education system in America is really taking a downturn, isn't it? Being the polite man that he is, he offers to keep us warm if we can't find a job out of college.
I hope I can find a gig soon afterwards.
If not, my sleeping bag has room for two.
With the rate of everything going up, I actually might take him up on that offer. The bus shows up and we hop on, and this bus is really giving off that midnight meat train kind of vibes. Though I feel the train in that movie is a lot cleaner than this bus. For a PS1 inspired game, it does a really good job at making this world feel really gross. Even the bus driver is sleazy and has a bit of a potty mouth towards us.
Pretty late to be doing laundry. Hey, if you're looking to score, I have a good deal just for a pretty little thing like you.
Oh, I'll behave.
You won't even have to pay cash if you know what I mean.
How about you just drive the bus and I'll pretend you're not a desperate loser?
Ever, bitch. Sit the fuck down so I can get this piece of junk rolling again.
Jesus. The game is really building this world of like grit and darkness. Everyone you meet seems really off. The character models have this like really uncanny look to them. And you playing as Sara feel like you're the only sane person in this world. It feels a bit isolating, to be honest. Your boyfriend's a drunk. You have no friends. You're pregnant. Always seem to be the focal point of gross human beings. We're sitting on this bus when a weird, freaky ass looking guy walks on the bus and stands right beside us. Nice tux. The ugh, don't look at me, bro. Okay, I'm not gonna say anything. Just don't make eye contact with him. It's so dark, I can't even see the street. Oh! May I help you? Another subtle scare as this creepy guy, literally his name, is right up in our face asking if he can sit beside us.
May I sit beside you?
There's plenty of other seats, so I don't see why you would need to do that.
May I...
Right?
May I sit beside you?
Then proceeds to tell us that we're gonna die tonight. Thanks, sir.
You're going to die tonight. I've
Nope.
seen it. Tonight is your last night on Earth.
And he really goes into detail of how it's gonna happen. An excellent scene to make you feel paranoid. Is this guy the killer? Is he gonna get off the bus, gut us like a fish, and display our organs on a billboard for everyone to see? I mean, I do get that vibe from him. Don't you agree? If this is what it's like being a woman in the world, ladies, I'm so sorry. In the middle of nowhere, we arrive at this strip mall. A lot of fog in this place, and all of a sudden, music starts to kick in. Oh, this does a nice subtle beat, and then the audio kicks your eardrums open. Pretty creepy. Run! Ah! If there was ever a cue for you to run, this would be that cue. So we run for the laundromat, thinking that some deranged serial killer or the guy from the bus is chasing us. And we make it. Whew. Safe for now. Now, I'm not sure if that music was supposed to kick in like that. Definitely felt like chase music, but no one was chasing us. Chalk it up to another jump scare. That kind of worked, because we were already paranoid about the guy on the bus and a killer on the loose. So, played out very well in this sequence. We talked to an employee making sure that this place is open 24 hours, and he lets us know that it is, but that at 12 o'clock, he takes his nap.
We're open all night, but I take my naps at midnight, so you better not need anything after that.
So if anything happens, we're shit out of luck. Well, until he wakes up. As well as another guy doing his laundry here. So knowing that we aren't alone in this place, even though there's a killer out there, makes me feel a little bit better. We go to get some change for the laundry machines, where the change machine is way in the back in this very sketchy area of the laundromat. And we start to wash our clothes, finally. So to kill some time, we talk to the other person that's washing their clothes. And we learn some backstory about this place. And this is where the game starts to shine, as you slowly uncover the story of this laundromat and what has happened here. Years ago, the laundromat burned down with a girl inside. And apparently, she somehow got locked inside as this place burned down. Police were going to start a murder investigation, but they kind of swept it under the rug. Because according to this man...
You know, cops. Lazy sons of bitches.
Sons of bitches! The story got swept under the rug once the serial killer started killing in this area. The Womb Ripper. What an intense name. Almost like a punk band. Now, we also have to remember that our character here is pregnant. So, to the serial killer, we're fine dining. We head outside to check out the other stores around this place when a terrifying sound heard in the distance. Sounded like maybe a baby? The hell was that? Is that a Trisha Paytas in Heat? It's like a child crying, but I don't think it's a kid. It is bone-chilling nonetheless to hear this sound, and it makes you kind of look around the corners to make sure no one's there, make sure no one's watching you, or no one's peering through the fog, standing in the distance. Really doing a good job of raising the tension a little bit. Where is it coming from? Is it human? We wander around into other shops, meeting the other characters in this game. And these people are some of the weirdest characters I've ever seen in a video game. But they're all so interesting. Peepaw's is a store that I thought was an animal store, but it turns out it's run by a horny old man named Peepaw.
What kind of store is this again?
I thought it was a dog store.
It's Peepaw's.
Oh.
I'm Peepaw.
Hi, Peepaw.
It's my store.
What kind of store is this? Well, he sells everything from movies, video games, food. He also has a very interesting adult section at the back of the store. Oh yes, here we go. Oh, that made my nipples vibrate. Hello? Oh my. This is just the place. We're not children, don't look children. I mean, curiosity kind of peaked and we had to go take a little bit of a look down there. Definitely some raunchy stuff in there. We also find a Ouija board. Oh. Fuck off. What the hell, bro? Pretty sure it's cursed. Our clothes should be done washing, so we head back to throw them into the dryer. As we're doing so, we hear a phone ring. Hello? That's eerie. Again, I can only describe it as like a baby crying. This is some paranormal shit happening right now, and I don't like it. Could this be a sign that the Womb Ripper is targeting in on us? Picking us as their next victim? I mean, we are pregnant after all. Thanks, game. I'm even more paranoid. We get our clothes in the dryer, and again, we need to kill some more time. And the sound of the water in this place, it's really making me have to go to the bathroom. So we browse the disgusting bathrooms, and it's really giving that we got the clap vibe. We head into the men's bathroom because, I don't know, kind of nosy, I guess. And we find somebody standing in the bathroom stall, breathing very heavily. Kind of being weird. Or maybe they're just doing some deep breathing exercises because they're constipated. Trust me, it does help. So we're pregnant, and we don't need the stress of this. Because any more stress, I'm pretty sure our water's gonna break. So we head out of here. Who are you? A jump scare from a pregnant mannequin. Honestly, I did not know that mannequins could get pregnant. Things went from, I'm feeling kind of safe here, to, well, you know what? I might be in danger. All these little signs of danger are really starting to pile up. Who knew that washing clothes could be so stressful? All I want to do is head out of here, and so we do. We go to browse more shops. We end up at this pizza joint, and this is where our character kind of takes an interest in missing peoples, and where we start to investigate all the people who have gone missing. Time to put on our true crime hats, because this is going to be exciting. We find a missing persons flyer, and we start to ask around to see if anyone knows anything about these people. We find out that the pizza guy actually knew one of the girls who went missing.
One of the girls who was in my class was one of them, though.
What?
I didn't know her too well, except that she was pregnant.
and we find out that the killer is only targeting women. Well, with a name like the Womb Ripper, I would assume so. We also find out that the killings have been going on for years.
This has been going on for a long time.
How long?
How long? Like, when the Womb Ripper killings first began?
Lord, no, I'm talking years, girl.
Years?
Damn.
Not since
People.
that laundromat caught fire.
The one over there?
Ever since the old laundromat caught on fire, which is next door to the new laundromat. And that the girl who died in there was actually never found. And there was also a question of who locked her in there. We also find a photo of a couple. So we ask around, and the pizza guy actually knows the girl in this picture.
I don't know who that old guy is, but the girl is Samantha Rhodes. I used to go to school with her.
Oh, that's the girl that died in the thingamajigger next door.
Before she disappeared, there were rumors she got knocked up.
It was the girl that he went to school with, Samantha Rhodes, and Lewis, her boyfriend. Things are starting to finally unfold. I really like this part of the game. It really brings you into it as you're searching for evidence, searching for clues, uncovering more of this weird story. As you find more of these items and you try and reveal more information, I feel like a real true crime nerd playing this game. And as you're doing all this, it makes you feel like you need to know more. You need to find out more of what's happening around this place. And of course, this is how people wind up dead in the first place. But it doesn't matter because we have to solve this crime. Because god damn it, we're a middle-aged woman that loves to listen to true crime podcasts. Now we can put our brilliant mind to the test. We run into some old lady who seems to be off her meds.
Same eyes, same hair. Oh, she used to be so beautiful. But I've lost her.
Saying some really weird things to us. Apparently, we remind her of somebody. Not sure who, but maybe one of the girls who went missing. It's all really creepy. And to be honest, I think she may have strayed too far from the retirement home. But we can't deal with her right now because our clothes are probably done drying. So we get the hell out of here. Our clothes are still wet. What the hell? What? His clothes are still wet. This machine... I mean, I'm not surprised. Have you seen this place? Such a dive. So now we gotta go find the employee to get our change back. So we let ourselves into the office. Oh. Whoa!
It's the employee.
He's dead. We waste no time. So we call 911. We get a few words out until the phone line goes dead. I'm pregnant. Wait, wrong emergency. Someone's dead.
Hello? My name is Sara. You need to send someone now. I'm at the...
And this is where things start to get a little interesting. 20 minutes later, we are now a cop, showing up because of Sara's call. But the laundromat is locked? We hear some messed up things coming from an old office building right next to the pizza place. Oh.
Is that someone crying? It sounds like it's coming from that office by the pizza place.
Shut up! So we go to investigate. Officer Metal on the job. Oh God, with you on the job, she's already dead. That is so rude. I'll have you know, I'd be a great cop. I've seen your cardio results, and they would say otherwise. Ugh. Anyways, the baby sound in this game is just so creepy. I mean, babies in general are creepy, but the baby sound in this game is so creepy. And the background music really elevates this scene as well. Officer Metal here. We got a call and some weird baby sounds. I mean, a game doesn't have to have amazeballs graphics to scare you, or to be called real horror, like some people will call it. In my opinion, I've said this before, but horror mostly comes from the sound design, not its visuals. It does what that game Faith did, using great audio to build tension. Also, if you haven't checked out the Faith video, be sure to check that out. You might enjoy that one. Armed with our gun, we go down this hallway, looking for answers when we run into, I think, a naked person holding a baby? Officer Metal... is that a baby? Drop that baby right now. Wait, don't. Wait, what's the protocol for baby handling? Motherfucker. The lights blow out and we're left in the dark. The person and that baby are now gone. Some messed up crap is going on around this place, but luckily, we do have a gun, which kind of makes me feel a little bit better. We browse this place looking for the suspect with our butthole clenched, and we find an employee saying that they need our help.
Oh my God, am I glad to see you.
Ah!
You gotta help me.
Oh.
There's some crazy person running around with a knife.
You're lucky I didn't shoot you.
Slow down. It's okay. Just follow me and I'll get you out of here.
Ah! Move! Get down! He has titties! But before we can help him, they are gutted to death by the womb ripper. Just when you thought it was safe being a guy in this game, it does a 180 and slaps its testicles right in your face. I failed my job as an officer of the law, as this employee is just brutally destroyed. Now we're locked in this room and we have to find an exit. Luckily, we find a vent. And of course, when you find a vent in a horror game, it's not good. As we crawl through this vent, the killer starts to plunge like a sharp rod through the vents, trying to stab us. Fucking Van Halen. Evasive maneuvers! Much like the game Maggot Face, where that game also had a similar vent sequence. It's a great part, trying to avoid this rod being stabbed through the vent. You want to crawl faster, but would it help? Or would it lead to your demise faster? It's really an intense sequence. We find the exit, but it's too late. Officer down! I'm dead. I'm a terrible cop. We are Sara again, waiting for that cop who we know that will never come. And we get a very intense sequence of the womb ripper murdering that other guy who was washing his laundry. I'm fat. Sorry, I'm pregnant. Oh! Oh! That dude's strong. He has some strong deltoids. For a PS1 style game, this kill is very brutal. The guy screaming, to the blood squirting, to the sounds of the actual stabbing. It's all really visceral. The killer drags him away, guts him up, and tosses him into a washing machine to be washed. The game freaks out here a little bit as the guy's intestines are being just like shot everywhere and being pulled and dragged. Pretty sure it's not supposed to happen, but it was kind of funny. Now we must gather our pants because they're a little bit extra heavy from being scared. And we need to find a way out of here. We find a hidden door leading into the old laundromat. Aha! There's a door behind here. Old washers and dryers lay about. Everything is charred still. Now I'm kind of wishing that I stayed back in the other place. Again, we hear that low background music. As we make our way through this place, lights falling off the ceiling. I'm gonna f your day up, you big nippled pepperoni man. Didn't scare me. I've got nerves of steel. Might have to wipe my ass though. This place is condemned. Who the hell's idea was it to come here in the first place? We learn more about Lewis Kennedy, how he was the main suspect in the fire and her death. But we also learned that he had gone missing, possibly ran away. Could he be the killer? All the evidence seems to be pointing to him, doesn't it? We open a door and we stumble into a room where the walls are just plastered with missing persons posters. Candles illuminating the room. A small voice in the back of my mind saying, "Run! Get out of here now! Danger, danger!" I feel like I've stumbled into a lair of some sort. It's honestly not a place we want to be, but it might be a little too late for us. Because someone starts to try and break down the door. The killer has found us. Oh God! I can't get out! Adrenaline is pumping through us as we're trying to find a way out of here. We can't go through the door we came in, so we try and go out the other door, but it's locked. Luckily, we find a hidden door behind some, I think a bookshelf or something, leading into the Womb Ripper's other secret hideout. And oh boy, do we find such horrors in this place. It's a face. He cut off their faces. Faces that have been peeled off of victims and made into masks for the killer to wear. Very Leatherface. We also find a pregnant woman hanging from the ceiling. Well, the corpse of a pregnant woman. A note describing her last thoughts as well, of how she probably won't survive this place and that she was made to swallow a key that would have helped her escape. So now we must find a scalpel, cut her open to get this key. Like, what the f***? This whole sequence is kind of messed up. Scalpel? Oh God, I'm gonna have to cut somebody open? Oh God, I'm so sorry! Hiya! Ew, it's so gross. The faces that we find are actually the faces of babies? This whole sequence is disturbing, but it's such a unique background for the killer. Making masks from infants, cutting open women and taking their babies. It's all kind of dark, but I like it. It's definitely my cup of tea, my kind of horror. And it's nice to see that the developers of this game took their time to craft such a disturbing and weird story for this killer. And not just another wide-eye, white-faced demon thing. It's different, it's unsettling, and I like it. We get the key and we finally get out of this boiler room place, moving faster as it feels like the killer might be behind us, or might be watching us, or maybe it's my own paranoia. We find a corpse with a wallet inside, and we get an interesting twist here.
What? The driver's license belongs to Lewis Kennedy. But this doesn't make any sense.
It's Lewis Kennedy. What? The guy who I thought would be the killer. All the evidence that we have collected, all the theories that I was making up in my mind, are now just all out the window. If not him, then who? The game doing a really good job at casting misdirection. We find a gun and ammo, luckily, and we finally make it into the basement. Why is it always the goddamn basement? As we enter, the music stops. I got a real bad feeling. Again, a game utilizing silence because something loud is gonna fuck my eardrums. Ah.
Come out, you asshole! I'm ready for you!
And we figure out that we have to make our way through this dark basement. I hate this game. I was just thinking, how could they make this creepier? Oh, I know. Let's just turn the lights out, you fuck. This is honestly a very good part of the game. You only have so many bullets to this gun, and you gotta make your way through this dark, vast basement of this old laundromat that burned down. Checking behind corners, trying to peer through the dark to make sure that the Womb Ripper isn't running at you. But you gotta be fast, because if you're not fast enough, it's game over. Are you okay? This scene, I feel like it took inspiration from Silence of the Lambs as Clarice is going through Buffalo Bill's house and he's slowly kind of stalking her through the dark. Not gonna lie, this whole sequence is a bit of a nail biter. You're not sure where they're gonna come from or when the killer's gonna charge at you, and you need to act fast or his lights out. And with some real good luck, victory. And this is where we learn the rest of the story. It was
Samantha. After Lewis locked her in the laundromat and burned it down, she survived.
What? That explains why she has big nipples.
She must have lost her baby, though. With almost being killed, losing her child, and being terribly burned, she completely snapped. She killed Lewis, and then set her sights on killing others who had something she didn't.
It's a nice twist in the story, honestly one I didn't see coming. And taking a deeper look into the story of everything that happened, it's all kind of sad. We have this pregnant girl, Samantha, who was locked in the laundromat by her boyfriend, which was then burned down. She survived, but she's burned beyond recognition, and she lost her baby. And she would never be the same, so she snaps and starts killing people. And then the credits roll. But that is not the end of the game. We get a post-credits scene as now we are a mortician doing the autopsy on Samantha. We're about to dissect her when the lights go out. Oh shit, power went out. The fuse box is down the hall. I'll be right back. Don't you go anywhere. So we go and check the circuit breaker. We return to the morgue to find that her body is now missing. Oh no. What the? She's gone. I have to get out of here. Grab the pizza. So like the smart person we are, we're saying, screw this, we're out of here. As we leave, we are attacked by Samantha, the Womb Ripper. Ah! Keeping it open for a sequel. Oh yes, I love it. So the story of Bloodwash is a dark and sad one to experience, and it might be one of the most disturbing stories I've seen in a game. The main girl, Sara herself, is a bit sad, pregnant, stuck in this relationship with her drunk boyfriend, where I can only assume that he also might be abusive towards her, much like how Samantha was in this bad relationship as well. Probably say that Sara relates to her a little bit. It did a wonderful job at building this like really gritty and disgusting world. Seen from the perspective of a girl, everyone seems a bit off, very forward towards you, making you feel a little creeped out with a lot of the characters in this game. It was a lot of fun finding these little pieces of evidence and going around to the shops and asking what they know, slowly unraveling the story and trying to piece together what's happening and who the killer might be. And honestly, the climax I feel like is a huge payoff to this game, as we learn the story and that nice little twist at the end where it was Samantha the whole time. All in all, Bloodbath is a hell of a time, and a game that should be on every horror fan's list. Have you played Bloodbath? What did you think of it? Let me know your thoughts. Well, that's all I got for you. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and as always, I'll see you in the next spooky video.